Hello. I wanted to take a minute to go over some functionality that we added into our June release 4.31. Specifically, I want to talk about batch entry and how we're assigning batch numbers. Prior to this release, a batch number could be created without a batch number. You could go all the way through, of course, just selecting the formula, even modifying the formula before you even saved the batch. And at the time of save, a batch number would be assigned. This was causing some internal problems with current releases, but also some future development that we have, that we felt it was important for us to have a batch number identified as you're entering this data through the batch entry screen. So the change in behavior is going to be subtle, but depending on how you use Vicinity, it may affect the way that you create a batch. First off, I opened up batch entry, and my batch number you can see is blank. I can type in a batch number here like I always did. That's fine. The real key here is that when I go to select or put in a formula, if I don't have a batch number, one of two things is going to happen. If I have auto batch numbering turned on, which is a function of Vicinity setup, if that is turned on and I tab off of the formula ID, it will automatically assign the batch number and it will save the batch. And there are a lot of technical reasons that we need to do that, but now we have a batch number that all the remaining work is there that you need to do. The save button is inactivated because it's already been saved. As soon as I change something like change a quantity required, you'll see the save number, the save button comes back alive. So the point here is that the batch has actually been saved as soon as you enter the formula ID. Now, if you don't have auto batch numbering turned on, like I had, you will be required to enter a batch number before it will load this formula ID. So you've got to have batch numbering either turned on or key your batch number before you come into the formula ID. And again, there are a number of reasons that we needed to do that to help with some data integrity of the system and things like that. I want to talk a little bit about what do you do if you didn't mean to create that batch. It's very simple. We're not burning batch numbers if you're auto numbering. So for example, let's say that I do my regular DC VM read. It assigns a batch number for me. See that as 536. Save is inactivated. If I go to new, it's just going to go take another batch ticket. So if I want to get rid of this batch ticket, if I looked at it and go, oh, this is the wrong formula, all you need to do is hit the delete button, the X, and that will actually delete this batch number. And if you have auto batch numbering turned back on, we'll back up the number again, so we're not burning a batch number on you. So you can see 536 is there again. And you can continue to do that process until you get the formula that you want. And just note that we're really trying to do this in such a way that it doesn't impact the way you create batches as much as practical, but at the same time, it gives us a batch number that we can put against all of our records in our database. Anyway, I hope that helps. It's really subtle, but it's going to open up some development direction that I think you're really going to like over the next couple of releases. All right, thanks a lot and have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.